made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? Coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the state of New Mexico in the high desert city of Albuquerque. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be Albuquerque. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason, has all led to this moment.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go here in Albuquerque. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
All right, I know it's something that every team says every season, but they genuinely believe that this is their year, and having him at quarterback is a big part of that. They think he's poised for a huge season and can really be the type of player that brings out the best of each weapon that they have on this offense. Behind that type of performance, their goals are high. They envision a lot of wins and finishing among the league's best on their side of the ball.
To throw again, Ellsworth.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, Ellsworth. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
This week, such an important one for his entire offense, but for him especially. He wants to start this new season off strong. He's got big plans for this year, wants it to be one where he finishes among the league's best while leading his team to the postseason. A strong opening week is a great start to that and can create momentum that carries over not just to next week, but the next few weeks as well. A rising tide raises all ships, and if he can start this season off strong, his offense will benefit.
Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Here's Barrett on play action. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Ellsworth. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On 1st down, Ellsworth in trouble, and he's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Albuquerque offense ready to take over once again. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right line's dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. Touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Armadillos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
First down, Huskies.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Woods. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing here, Barrett. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Barrett. Under pressure, and down he goes. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. While they attend to him, we'll step aside. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A handoff. Running left is Miller. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The second down play not much better than the first. Operating from the gun, Ellsworth. That is caught. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Boy, what a scene here. Just exciting times in the 47th state, the land of enchantment, New Mexico, NFL football here in Albuquerque, and these fans could not be happier to welcome this team to their new home. He finds Taylor, complete, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Ellsworth, and that is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And on now is the punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Barrett. That's complete to Ward. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Woods, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Barrett. That is taken in by Hurst. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Woods, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Now Barrett. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Barrett will look to pass it. This is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Ellsworth. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing again. Ellsworth. And that is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
To throw on 3rd down, Ellsworth. To the sideline and incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Barrett looking to throw. Looking for Ross again. He finds him again. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Back to throw Barrett. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and now it winds up incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But it looked like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Ellsworth. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. To throw is Barrett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ward. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Woods, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
They got completion there, but that's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on a passing play. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Barron. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First down, Huskies.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's Ward, complete right side. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
83. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now a 2nd and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Barrett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's taken at around the 40. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Run good for 24 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, Ellsworth. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Inside handoff now, Miller. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Well, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Throwing on 1st down, Ellsworth. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
At the 8-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Ellsworth. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Miller. And he's able to break out a 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught here by Griffin. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Barrett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ellsworth. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Barrett to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ward. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun, here's Barrett. One more time for Ward here, and he's got it again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And shedding a man at the 40. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Tackle made right at midfield. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Woods, and he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Woods, and he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out right at the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now a play fake here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Ellsworth.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
At the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Ellsworth. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Ellsworth.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. That's complete to Ward. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Huskies.
On first down, it's Woods.
To about the 48-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here is third down and 4.
Throwing here, Barrett.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll run on first down. It's Woods, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On second down now. It's Woods.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
On first down, it's Woods. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. On second down, it's Woods. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short, 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
On 1st down, Ellsworth. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
That's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he is caught. And he will have the conversion on 4th down. He's out of bounds as well to keep their hopes alive. This is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw. Ellsworth. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. They'll come up now on 2nd down. To throw again, Ellsworth. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, Ellsworth. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going up, does the big boy have the juice? He's to the 15. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Anchorage, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Albuquerque, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.